Ladies and gentlemen, one thing that will always remain to be important in everyone's lives are food. Yes, that is today's video because I am fat and I enjoy food on an extreme level. Not really. I don't even eat that much. We're on the track of losing weight. However, pizza is always the exception. Always. So we are reacting to hold on. Joshua Weissman again. This time it is I tried every fast food pizza in America. So Papa John's is held in high regard for me. Uh, when I'm on contract, which I am right now, it actually puts me within shooting distance of a Papa John's. So I'm fucking super stoked. I'm probably gonna get one tomorrow. To be honest, I'm probably gonna get a Papa John's pizza. Um, yeah.
Americans spent over $40 billion on fast food pizza.
Oh, 4K quality. What are we doing? HD? What are we, peasants? What the fuck? Okay, maybe I should have
Over
stayed in
half
HD.
of that 40 billion
Oh,
was
we're good.
spent
Are
on
we
just
good? Are we good?
12 nationally recognized restaurants. The restaurants that we're talking about today aren't just your standard mom and pop. So what is fast food pizza? These restaurants are called QSRs, also known as a quick service restaurant. They're built for speed and
Oh,
scale. Are they really that good to consume that much of the market? It's high
no.
time we find a true king. So today we're gonna put all these pizzerias to the test to see which one is the best.
Pizza
Starting with
Hut,
Papa
Godfathers.
John's. This is their classic cheese. It just smells like, close your eyes. You're at Chuck E. Cheese right now.
Smell the ball pit right now.
Now that we're at our first stop, let me explain some rules. To keep things fair, we're eating 2 pizzas at every stop. A baseline crust with cheese and whatever their most classic pizza is. We're then going to rate
Gotcha.
them on the classic internet tier list according to the best experience we had overall. So may the
So Papa John's is easy S tier for me. Here's the deal, right? So if you guys are gonna go around trying to rate pizza places, the most important thing is to remain consistent. What do you order? Okay, so get that specific pizza from each place with the exact same ingredients, and that'll determine to you which one is the best.
best pizzeria win.
Cheers. Surprising that there's a crunch in that, but not much.
Solid start, not so solid, but just a start.
This is their pizza with the works. We flipped this one over because it fell apart when we were trying to take B-roll of it.
Sometimes when there's too much ingredients, even though they're better ingredients, better pizza, that happens.
These are not better ingredients. These are the same average ingredients you get at any other goddamn pizza shop. What in here is better? Like the pepperoni? No. The flavor of both of these pizzas is like if a violinist was like, I'm gonna play for an arena, and then they didn't hook their violin up to the goddamn speaker system. What I'm trying to say is the flavor profile of this is pretty low. It doesn't taste bad though. I wanted to clarify that. It tastes good. The pizza sauce isn't too sweet, but the flavor to me is just lacking.
Smells better than it.
I don't really have a problem with it, to be honest. I haven't had a problem with Papa John's as far as like a taste goes, but I mean most of the time, I mean, well, my all right, so for context, all right, I'm gonna give y'all my go-to pizza. This is what I order. Okay, got pepperoni, chicken, okay, like grilled chicken, um, mushrooms, black olives with the regular marinara sauce or pizza sauce or whatever you want to call it, uh, stuffed crust, and garlic sauce if they have it. Papa John's is number one in the garlic sauce category. As far as any garlic sauce I've had from any pizza place, definitely Papa John's number one.
Taste.
I wasn't delighted by this experience. It was a solid flat C.
Yeah, I would go C.
C
Papa
tier.
John's, C tier, moving on.
I'm
We're
not
at
having
Jets
it.
Pizza. I've never been here before, but I do think
It's A at minimum.
it's very funny on the box.
I never
They
been
put
to a Jets
so many
Pizza. I got no
I
idea.
think they did that because they couldn't decide what the to say because their slogan is better because it has to be. This better.
I'm actually wondering, right? I don't know where these guys are based out of, but in the Midwest, we have a general store called Casey's Pizza. Um, or Casey's General Store, but we all call it Casey's Pizza because that's what they're known for. They're known for their pizzas. Um, they're amazing. They're not gonna be your fucking Michelin star oven stone baked pizza. Um, but they will be a damn good pizza. So if you are coming through the Midwest and you see a Casey's General Store, most likely it's got a little pizzeria section in there. Get yourself a breakfast pizza. That's my go-to. I actually used to work at Casey's a long time ago, back when I was a teenager. Um, and I would make one and take it home every night because I was living off that shit because I made no money.
better be good pizza because it
It was so
has
good.
to be. It's a
I
Detroit
still
style pizza, and this is their classic
have a
cheese wrap.
hankering for it.
Oh god, that burned the fuck out of me. I will
Ah,
say,
suck it up.
this is their super special Detroit style pizza. All right, well, see how special
That looks good. That looks really good.
it is.
It's like Spider-Man hanging, dude.
I didn't like that one as much. That tastes like Chuck E. Cheese pizza for some reason.
100%.
The cheese one was like 10 times better than the super special whatever. But that said, cheese quality nice, good amount of chew, they caramelized it nicely. I don't like the sauce. It's a little too ketchup-y of a sauce for me. I feel like if there was a little more flavor, I'd be
Ketchup-y?
happier, but maybe the cheese one is different because I did really enjoy the cheese. I'll give it a solid B+.
Before I rate this, I heard Jets was known for the
B
ranch.
plus.
Where,
I mean, I guess
They
I
give you
can't
a
really.
bottle of ranch.
where was that? And then so you just take this guy and you just... Did that amplify?
It did. It did. We're not gonna sauce everything.
So that's like Papa John's. Papa John's. That's why you get the garlic sauce and the pepper with it. Is because it adds to the pizza.
Because Papa John's has that garlic sauce that gives you
Yeah, exactly.
Why did they give us a whole bottle and where was this originally?
smell it.
Jets Pizza, B tier, moving on. Here we go, we're at Blaze.
I'd have
I
to
will
try it
say,
sometime.
Visually, this pizza does look better. I don't like that there's not
Blaze. That sounds familiar. Let's see. Rapid City is the closest to me. I wonder if Rapid City has a Rapid City SD Blaze pizza. Oh, we do have a Blaze pizza. Oh, maybe I'll go check it out.
much puff in the crust. It feels a little too like commercial pizza. But
What the
on
fuck?
a positive note, the cheese looks legit. The toppings aren't falling off like the Papa John's one. The dough's noticeably better. The next one is some sort of barbecue chicken pizza. Cheers.
There's
This one
nothing
took a
on it.
little bit longer. I think the cheese one took great.
I do have some critiques. The flavor is better and more noticeable, but still a little flat. I do appreciate that this has a crisp bottom, just like me. The texture of the dough is a little too chewy. I feel like they could pull back the chewiness by like 10%, but that's just me being a real about it.
Your tongue touches the bottom, which has that nice like roasted taste. So Max, my son, I've watched him eat pizza and he always eats it upside down. I thought it was weird, but he has a
Fuck.
point. All the toppings are on the top. Your tongue touches the toppings first. I mean, it's a thin crust pizza, but when we're eating it, it reminds me more of a flatbread than an actual pizza. I want it to be an A.
Yeah.
It's not as bready as most QSR pizzas, but it's good. It was a B plus.
You know what? I think this is deserving of a solid B tier. Little Caesars,
Super
number 3
thin.
roasting pizza in America. But it certainly didn't help them with this undercooked, flaccid pizza now, did it? $4.4 billion, that's what that got you.
He's mad, everyone. That's just mush.
Yeah, just mushy. The dough is not good. Crazy because the dough is made in a distribution center that they can then make perfect and ship out to all of their individual stores, right? And even then, when they had the opportunity to do so in mass, at scale, with all that money, they f***ed it up. They didn't put enough salt, they didn't put enough sugar.
I know somebody who lives and dies by Little Caesars, and I'm just like that. It's just not good. It's just terrible. I've never had a good Little Caesars experience.
How the f*** do you let that happen?
This is called a 3-meat treat stuffed crust.
It's all right. It's 100% relying on the saltiness from the bacon. If this didn't have all the bacon, pepperoni, pre-made ingredients that they didn't even make in-house on top to save it, this pizza would be just as bland. But it tastes good with the pepperoni and the bacon, right? That's all you really taste. You're not tasting the pizza.
I mean, let's be honest, the pizza is like the best pizza anytime you go to a place, right? If you're not ordering specifically for yourself as far as like toppings that you want, usually the one that satisfies everyone is a pizza. Um, some people like everything, but most people don't because either they don't like peppers or they don't like onions or they don't like mushrooms or they don't like there's some sort of vegetable that they're against. So the pizza is usually a good go-to. Pepperoni is a good go-to. Cheese, for well, it's not really cheese isn't really a good go-to for everyone. It's more so for the picky people. But yeah, usually the meat's you can get away with that, or a three
I'm
meat or
giving an
something.
F.
I was gonna say D plus.
We'll just average this
Gotta
out
have
to
stuffed
essentially
crust
a
though.
very,
If
very
stuffed crust is
low
the
D.
option, you have to
Congrats,
get it.
you stayed off the bottom of the barrel barely. We're at Hungry Howie's.
I think that's
Supposedly
fair.
they were the first to invent the flavored crust pizza. First one we're starting with is just regular cheese, no flavor crust.
I
Cheers.
haven't been to a place like
It's
this either.
very
So
focaccia-like, not pizza-like. The
if you guys have been to a place like this, let me know. Is it good? Is it not good? Are they going to rate it accurately? Let's find out.
dough is undersalted too.
That's why they invented the seasoned crust, because the dough is just bland.
Anticipatory, yeah. Pepperoni pizza with the garlic cheese
Butter.
crust. It does look good.
Smells good.
I like the crust.
Crust is nice.
It's good.
That salty bite I had of the crust was really nice.
Pepperoni's crispy. It actually wasn't crispy.
It looked crispy, but did
Yeah.
not
Actually
have a
wasn't
single
crispy.
crunch.
Yeah. Everything else on this pizza is very mid. I mean, out of all the pizzas we've had so far, the flavor crust
Damn.
is not saving this for me. This is like a C.
It's C.
Moving on. We're adding a bonus
Damn.
pizza, the Costco.
Costco.
Pizza. It's too important not to include.
I will not give my opinion on this because I haven't been to a Costco in so long that yeah, I wouldn't be able to give you an accurate opinion.
This, okay? They definitely don't win in the grossing department because this is not their main business technically, but it's Costco pizza. If we didn't include it, I feel like we'd get yelled at, to be honest with you. We've got cheese and pepperoni, the only two they offer. Starting with cheese, bada bing, bada boom, ba.
Oh yeah.
It looks
Cheapest
decent.
Pizza in the video tastes identical to many of the pizzas we had so far. But look at the ratio of cheese to bread. There is so much cheese on this.
Hell yeah.
All right, pepperoni. You know what's funny?
You can never have enough cheese. Okay? Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't have more cheese because you can always have more cheese. Even if you're lactose intolerant, you can have more cheese. You're probably going to die. So this is not medical advice, but you'll die happy because you had more cheese. Always cheese.
I can barely taste the pepperoni.
The pepperoni is super subtle.
As Andy
How do you
Herndon
bear? Okay, so that's bad. If you can barely taste the pepperoni, that's bad.
would have put this.
Pretty unoffensive, right?
It's okay. The sauce isn't too sweet. It's undersalted though, not that flavorful. There's a lot of cheese, but it doesn't taste like much.
I mean, with overall experience, I'm paying $9.99 for one large
That's a good
pie.
point. It's a good point.
For the quality of that price, I'm giving this a B. B for bang for your buck.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. B.
Costco.
It did look good.
Bring it back.
Costco, good work. B tier. Moving on.
We do have a Sam's Club in Rapid that I do have a membership to, so maybe I haven't had a Sam's Club slice in a long time. So maybe I'll have to do like a Sam's Club pizza video IRL or something. I don't know.
Our next stop is Godfather's in Houston, Texas. but I'm not going back there
Godfather's.
Unless I absolutely have to. So it's time
What
to
did wait, hold on. What did he say? Houston, Texas? Oh, so he will not have a Casey's.
Moving on. Our next stop is Godfather's in Houston, Texas, but I'm not going back
Gotcha.
there unless I absolutely have to. So it's time to bring in the big guns.
Hi, I'm Maya. I'm the head of post-production for the channel, and I don't usually get out of my little cubby hole in front of my computer. Joke's on me because apparently it's about to rain, so let's hope this pizza's good. Today I'm gonna be trying the classic cheese on original crust. All right, cheers. I say this lovingly, but this
Wait, wait. I'm confused. So so instead of traveling to get the pizza, he just made somebody else do it?
reminds me of like your cafeteria school pizza from a nostalgic.
Damn,
point.
that was
It's pretty
cheesy as fuck,
doughy.
though.
It's also very bready in my
Nothing can compare to cafeteria school pizza, okay? Let me tell you, okay? It was never good. It tasted like salty, tomatoey cardboard every time. However, it was still better than 99% of the other shit that you got while you were in school, okay? Listen, I was in jail one time, okay? One time I went to jail, all right? I was in jail for like 3 weeks waiting on a fucking judge, okay? A little bit about my life. Um, and when I tell you that I ate better in jail than I did working a 9 to 5, I ate better than I did when I was in school, even in college, okay? That's sad. That's fucking sad, man. The fact that my jail lunches were better than my school lunches as a kid growing up from elementary all the way to high school. Not a single one was better. It's sad. That's sad.
In my opinion, there's not as much of a proportionate ratio of cheese, sauce, and dough. It's just not the pizza that I really would gravitate towards. I'll also be trying the classic combo on original crust, which features pepperoni, beef, sausage, onions, black olives, mushrooms, and mozzarella cheese. This is better than the classic cheese pizza, but only because there actually has more toppings to it. There is no difference in terms of crust.
I just never really liked cheese pizza though. Like if it's like a 4 cheese, like there's a higher chance I might like it, but if it doesn't have anything on it, I'm just like, "Oh, okay."
Or how the actual bread is
That's something
cooked or
where I
baked.
would
There are
need like
people
a
who really
garlic
like this
sauce
type of pizza,
or
who would
like
enjoy more
a
of a
dipping
bready
sauce
type
or
of bite.
some sort
To
of
me, it's
sauce.
more of a C-tier pizza. I'm sorry, I feel bad.
All right, we're at Papa
Gotta
Murphy's.
change
When
up.
I came out with the pizza, my first thought was, wait a minute, this isn't baked. It's a take and bake restaurant. I'd never heard
Yeah.
of this before. I didn't even know this was a thing, but it's done $750 million. I guess we don't get to eat it now. We have to take it all the way home. This is a crazy concept. They literally didn't do any of the work. They're just like, here you go, yourself. There are baking instructions on this.
It's just a huge paper plate.
This can go in the oven. Leave the pizza on this tray. That's concerning. 12 to 18 minutes, and we'll see in a second. This better be good. This is DiGiorno's quality.
This isn't DiGiorno. This is the struggle.
Try this.
Damn.
Maybe this will redeem it for me. The toppings taste good.
That's another one where it's pretty common thing for people who are in my inner circle that they swear by fucking
Because it's bacon and ranch. Of
whatever
course
this
it's gonna be
fucking
good.
place is
But that's
called.
the only thing it has going for
I
it.
already
It
forgot.
sucks.
This is the freshest dough we've had. We've proofed it here, and then we baked it fresh. That should be the greatest dough that we've had all day, and it is by far the very worst dough I've had. It's under seasoned.
Papa
It's got
Murphy's.
that frozen DiGiorno's flavor. It just
Took me a
doesn't
minute.
taste like fresh, good quality bread. It tastes like plasticky, and I taste no yeast.
It doesn't look bad. Like in the video, it doesn't look bad, but I'm sure it probably doesn't taste great. This looks horrible. This has definitely been the worst by far. Dough-wise, what is going on here?
Frozen DiGiorno's flavor. It just doesn't taste like fresh, good quality bread. It tastes like plasticky, and I taste no yeast in it. I will say I like the crunch on the outside. Fresh.
Hold on,
flavor.
we're gonna
It
go back
just
one more
doesn't
time.
Taste like fresh, good quality. That
One
should
more
be the
time.
greatest dough that we've had all day, and it is by far the very worst dough I've had. It's under seasoned. It's got that frozen DiGiorno.
So this, you know what this makes me think of? This is like if I took a piece of cardboard and I just took a bunch of bleach in a rag and I just wiped away the brown and made it very cream colored.
Flavor.
Oh, it
just
looks
doesn't
like
taste
literal
fresh, good
cardboard,
quality bread.
man.
It tastes like plasticky, and
But
I
that
taste no
doesn't look
yeast in it. I
bad.
will say I like the crunch on the outside. That's kind of fun.
Chickens, whatever. Ranch is okay.
I had high hopes for this, and I really wasn't expecting to dislike it as much as I do, but I would describe the flavor as almost Hot Pocket-like, which I guess if you like that, that's
Hot
great. But this is a
Pocket-like.
competition of who makes the best
That's bad. You want to talk about something that fell off? Hot Pockets fell off hard.
pizza, not who makes the Hot Pocket. It's an F in my book. This is horrible.
It's an F.
That's an F. I will never do this again. We're at Cece's Pizza.
Chi-chi.
Yeah, he's been calling it Chi-Chi's Pizza.
Chi-chis.
Cheese pizza. This is clearly a frozen crust. It's very stiff, but not in a good way.
Cheers. It's not as bland as some that we've had.
Texturally, it's a nightmare. It's so soft, no crispness, but it is garlicky, which I like.
I've never
This
been
is
to
called
this
a
place
zesty
either.
Pepperoni. Instead of marinara, it's gonna be ranch.
I don't taste the ranch at all.
It's also supposed to be brushed with butter and Parmesan. I'm not getting any of that.
It makes sense.
See, that's always like a red flag for me. When you have a very strong flavor, like a pepperoni, a bacon, a ranch, or something of that degree, um, and you can't taste it, that's a problem. That means that your pizza's not bringing out the flavors like it should. In the melding pot that is supposed to be happening with your pizza is not there. That's sad. And the only way I know how to describe it that well is because I eat way too much pizza. It's the reason I'm still as big as I am.
that they have an all-you-can-eat buffet because it's the only way that they can get rid of the food. No one actually wants to buy it, so as long as you can just keep eating it for a small price, at least they'll get rid of their ingredients.
Look at the box. What did it say here? The best pizza value anywhere. Tell that to Costco.
They know their product is so
Damn.
They won't even say the best pizza. They just say the best pizza value. We'll give this to you the cheapest mother you'll get. This is a solid D for me.
Not an F, but a D.
It's edging the F though. So we're at Sbarro, the original New York pizza. I think a lot of people would be really unhappy about that statement because that's not what this is. This is not New York pizza. But second off, they filed for bankruptcy. Thankfully, they're on a positive upswing today at a gas station next to a jail. But I'm not judging Sbarro by that. I
Wait,
don't judge
what?
it by its cover. I judge it by its taste.
It starts off with a funk, like almost like someone chewed it and spit in your mouth.
Oh,
Like throw up
Why
almost.
did you say that to me?
That's just my opinion.
That's just bad. It's got chew, but it's not a good chew. It's like a rubber band chew, and there was no salt present, period. The Supreme version, I guess? You know, this is like bringing down the energy.
You know what's worse than no flavor? Bad flavor. That's what this has. At least you could fix no flavor. I don't think you can fix this. Honestly, I think it's an F.
It's an F, but we're not finished. We still have a few to go, including two of the biggest in the country. Moving on. All right, Pizza Hut, listen. They say no one can
Pizza
out
Hut.
but
Okay. So same deal with the Papa John's. Okay. Pepperoni, chicken, black olives, mushrooms. Okay. Sometimes though, with the Pizza Hut one, I'll either do their original Pizza Hut sauce or I'll swap it up and I'll get that garlic parm. Ooh. Ooh. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy the way the pepperoni bounces off because their chicken sucks. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Pizza Hut, I like you. I want to like you better, but your chicken is ass. Okay. I don't know where you're getting that chicken. You're probably getting the leftovers from Wingstop. Okay. It's not great. It's not great. Um, they got some dry ass chicken. Okay. It's like they pre-cook it and then they cook it and then they cook it again, and then they decide to put it in the oven after they cooked it again. That's how dry your chicken is. Okay. Figure it out. Okay. But the way the pepperoni mixes with the garlic parm, and then you get that little mushroomy aftertaste. Ooh, ooh. And then the stuffed crust. Ooh.
But in my opinion, everyone has
It's so
output
good.
Pizza Hut, including me. Remember that time you commented on my post and you said, we have your location, Joshua? Well, you never pulled up because you're a bunch of cheese pizza from
Damn.
Pizza Hut. You know, if I was doing $5.5 billion in revenue just selling pizza, I also wouldn't give a shit about my product because that is not good.
I usually chew my food. That was like 3 bites and it just disappeared.
It's got a crunch, but the inside is just no chew. Now we're on to their most popular pizza.
Yeah, their pizzas are small. They say that they're like standard, like fucking standard, like size compared to everybody else, but they are definitely smaller.
The stuffed crust pepperoni. You know, funny enough, this is better only because it's got so much cheese.
It tastes exactly how it did back then, so they're consistent.
Pizza should have like a chewy, stretchy, nice toothsome texture to it with some crispiness on it. This has very little crispiness, very bready, like Wonder Bread, almost cake-like.
I will say this, not trying to be a fucking Pizza Hut glazer here, because like I said, Papa John's is my favorite. It's always gonna be my favorite. But Pizza Hut is actually better after you have reheated it in the oven. And there's actually next time you get a Pizza Hut pizza, look on your box around the side of your pizza box. There will be instructions for a reheat after you've put your pizza in the fridge, you got leftovers, right? You take it back out, you put it in your fridge on a proper pizza pan, and then you reheat it that way. The crust hardens up, it pulls out the flavors a little bit more. It actually adds to the pizza. It's kind of annoying that it's the second time around, but um, I think it's kind of funny that they picked that up because when I did that the first time, changed my life. Changed my life because I was like your typical fucking American with that microwave privilege. I just fucking threw that shit in a fucking threw it on a plate, on a paper plate, and I threw it in a fucking microwave. Oh yeah, W to anybody who uses paper plates. I literally only pull out actual dishware when I have people come over, which isn't often. Okay, I'm a loser. All right. I'm not really a loser. I'm a hermit though. I am a hermit. I don't like company. Okay, I will have it occasionally. Occasionally, you gotta have a social life. Don't let anybody out there tell you that you do not need a social life. You do. Okay. You just don't need a lot. Okay, a little bit is fine, but you definitely don't need a lot. What the fuck happened there? Oh, okay. Technical difficulties, but we're good. Anyway, hold on. This is pissing me off. There we go. Yeah. So Pizza Hut is like a like CB for me.
And the crust is pretty bland.
I know I'm talking a little bit of mess here, but
Actually, no, it
neither
might
of these
be
pizzas taste
it might
bad.
be
They're
solid
just
B. I
not
think it's
pizza.
solid B
And
for
this
me.
is on the lower end of what a pizza should be. Sure, it tastes good. Of course, I could eat this pizza, especially if I was intoxicated. The pepperonis are good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the best thing about this one is the pepperoni.
Pepperonis are good. I mean, that's it.
They got so many different pepperonis now too. They got the cubed ones. They got the fucking uh regular pepperoni, and they got some other one that I can't think of right now.
This is the
I could
exact
see
kind
it,
of
but
pizza
for
that
some reason the
Italians look
name's
at
not coming to me.
America and laugh at us for. I'm just gonna rate it. It's a C tier.
It's below mid, so I'm gonna give this one a D.
Oh, I forgot there's D tier. I meant to say D. Ultimately, this boils down to a D tier. Moving on. We're at Chuck E. Cheese, and I am shocked. This is right underneath sales.
I have not been to a Chuck E. Cheese in so long. I got no idea what I would even give you on that.
Of Blaze Pizza, and as a delivery service, over $300 million in sales is crazy.
Who wakes up and goes,
Holy.
oh, you know what? I'm craving pizza. Who wants to order Chuck E. Cheese?
I'm afraid to eat this because it's coming from the general vicinity of a bunch of children that are touching all these knobs, and I just feel like the people that work there are touching all the stuff. that the
Oh,
kids are touching. I'm
germaphobe.
gonna eat it anyway. If I get a stomach virus from this, I'm gonna be really
Listen, as a tradesman, one thing I am not concerned about and will never be concerned about is germs.
pissed off.
It's gonna taste like ball pit.
This tastes like almost nothing.
I was gonna say this is the closest to cardboard I've ever eaten.
The sauce is there texturally, but the flavor isn't. The cheese is there texturally, but the flavor.
This is what pisses me off, right? There has been times where I have
People
been
that
that
work
guy
there are touching all the stuff that the kids are touching. We're gonna
Hold
eat
on.
it anyway.
right here. All of these air pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 air pockets. 8 air pockets in that pizza. I'd have sent it back. I am that guy. If you deliver me this fucking piece of shit, you're getting it back 100%. 100% getting it back, and I want my money back because I didn't pay for that. That and almost entire piece is gone. You get this little sliver of cheese here around the brim. That's it. And the slice ends right here for you guys. You see, it goes right there and goes right up there. So the whole thing is just one big fucking air bubble that ruined the whole piece. All of these are air bubbled the fuck up.
If I get a stomach virus from
That's
this,
a
I'm gonna be
cooking
really pissed
process
off.
It's gonna
problem.
taste like ball pit.
This tastes like almost nothing.
I was gonna say this is the closest to cardboard I've ever
Almost
eaten.
The
nothing.
sauce is there texturally, but the flavor isn't. The cheese is there texturally, but the flavor is barely
I could see it.
there,
I
and
could
the
see it.
dough tastes like nothing. Normally,
Cause like, okay, so in their defense, they don't have to make it taste like anything, because at the end of the day, a bunch of fucking kids are ordering this. Um, so like you as the parent aren't you might eat a slice or two, but you're really there to just fucking let your kids blow off steam so then they'll take a fucking nap when you go home. And then you can do what you want and go get food you want. Maybe have a drink or two, you know. Now that
we'd
little
expect
Jimmy's
like a
passed
sweet
out.
sauce or something like that, especially since there's kids. Except the sauce is sort of just not
I think
there.
it might be just tomato paste.
Honestly, I think tomato paste would be more flavorful than this.
Yeah.
This is probably gonna taste better. This is the 5 meat because it has 5
5
meats
meat,
on it
yeah,
to
yeah.
help carry what is not there. Would you look at that? It tastes like bacon, ham, and pepperoni, which tastes good, but the pizza itself does not.
After like the 5th chew, it all disappears.
Yeah. Out of all the pizzas that we've had today, I'm gonna give this one a solid fat F.
It's an F.
I mean, it's Chuck E. Cheese. Moving
Fair.
on. All right, we're at Mod Pizza, basically the Chipotle of pizza in a way, right? This
Never
is one of
been
the
here
better
either.
looking mods, but I got one issue. We ordered this in a timely manner, and it is ice cold.
Oof.
At least it's not sweet. I appreciate that. I don't like the crust at all. If you took
That is something that has always been brought up to me. Also, this fucking crust is horrible. But one thing that's always been brought up to me because I work with a lot of people who are not from the US. One of the biggest things that is brought to my attention when I talk to them about what they think of our food here in America is they say all of our food tastes sweet. And it's something like as an American, you don't really notice because like you've been eating this stuff your whole life. So nothing's really different for you, right? But then there's something that like challenges your perspective and that you look at things a little bit differently. And now that I've actually, taken a step back, I mean, I still don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna pretend like I taste the sweetness and everything all of a sudden because that's just not true. But there are certain things like, for instance, Pizza Hut has a sweetness to their sauce. Papa John's also has a sweetness to their sauce. That is something that I have picked up on that before I never really noticed, never really cared because it's like there's always been an underlying sweetness there. But like one of them that they bring up is white bread. Uh, I don't taste the sweetness in that at all. It just tastes like nothing to me.
Took a thicker tortilla and put it in their pizza oven with cheese and sauce, it would be the same thing.
It's good. It's not great. I do like Blaze's crust better.
The Mad Dog.
This is way too thin
I don't
though.
like this one. Flavor on this is really nice. I will
I just don't like thin pizza. I'm okay if if it droops a little bit, I'm fine with that. Uh, but throw some fucking toppings on my pizza, please.
say, so sauce still lackluster, crust I don't like it, but the flavor of the topping is wonderful.
I kind of like the crust.
You like the crust?
Not like a flatbread, but almost there's just a crisp to it versus like a chew. Blaze is better, but I'm starting to like this better than Blaze the more I eat it. This one's beating the cheese one for sure. I like the flavor of meat on there. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's like the crust grows on you.
Like if this was more of like an ideal Neapolitan style crust, I'd be happier with it personally. Less tortilla-like. I don't like how thin it is. It's not bad. The flavor's pretty good. I'll give it a B tier.
Overall, this is a pretty B experience.
Not bad mod pizza. B tier. Moving on. We're at the highest grossing pizza place in the
Is
world.
it Domino's?
America.
In America? $9 billion in sales annually. What could it
Dama
possibly be?
Ramanos?
It's the 555 deal. They still have that?
I don't think they do. But it is Domino's. This is probably
There.
the most anticipated place right next.
Now this is gonna be interesting because I've had a love-hate relationship with Domino's. Because like sometimes their stuff hits. But other times like I'm just like I'm not feeling a Domino's pizza, bro.
To Pizza Hut, but Pizza Hut was a total flop. So hopefully Domino's pulls through. Cheers.
Their cheesy bread though, they're like their little cheesy bread thing. I haven't gotten one of those in a minute, but stuffed cheesy bread, is that what it's called? Is really fucking good. Oh my.
There's no crust in the world that could save that atrocious sauce. That is rough. Crust by itself, not bad.
That's what it was. Everybody, including myself, complained about the sauce. I don't know what the hell they do with their sauce, but I don't like it.
It's
Oh,
kind of garlic bread.
butter, yeah.
I like that. No pizza purist on planet Earth would verify this crust to be good. It's like very, very, very mid, almost below mid. But the
I don't know, the crust I don't really give a shit about, but the sauce, yeah, the sauce always bothered me.
flavor of it's nice. I do like that garlic bread flavor. The cheese is almost, you can't even notice it. There's a little bit of like a fake parm flavor, which I guess is kind of nice.
Probably on the crust.
This is their New York slice. Their most popular. Cheers.
Texture of the crust is good.
Crust is way better. The sauce is
I noticed that Pizza Hut has that too. You can get a New York pizza, like the New York XL pizza or whatever the fuck it's called.
not.
Has that chewy you're talking about, but not too chewy.
It disintegrates a little too early,
Well, look at that. It's like a cracker.
but it is thin. This New York style surprised me. I didn't think it was gonna be that different. I thought they were just gonna be like, oh, we put some pepperoni on it. F you. If I was in New York tasting this, like we did in our New York pizza video, where we found the best New York pizza, it'd be below mid, but it wouldn't be at the bottom of the list. The sauce killed this pizza though. So honestly, all things considered,
I need to, you know what I need to do? I need to do like an IRL video where I just go around trying New York style pizzas.
ketchup on your pizza, then you'll like this pizza. But if you don't, it's a solid C tier.
It's better than Papa John's, but it's a C.
It's not high enough to go to the B territory just because of what we have rated B. So this is gonna have to fall into the C category. All right, the big three are all done, and we haven't even cracked an A tier yet, which brings me to Marco's Pizza. Could this be our lone A tier?
Never been there
I
either.
have never even heard of this place, and I'm gonna be honest. On the outside, it looks old, but I think I might be wrong because this pizza looks like one of the best ones we've had, just visually. All right, the cheese.
I'll feed you.
Oh yes, please. Wow, dude. I really like that ratio.
It's a good crust to cheese to sauce ratio.
The cheese is beautifully brown and burnished.
No one gets it that dark on the cheese.
Yeah.
They care.
The pepperonis are crisp. Two kinds of pepperoni. I'm kind of hype about this pizza. You want me to feed this to you?
Damn. Two types of pepperoni is where it's at. You got the slightly chewy.
It does
pepperoni
look
and
good.
the
To be
crispy
fair, it
crust
looks
pepperoni.
really
You
good.
need that. Try that crust. She's light and you're so crisp.
You see what I mean though? This is like the type of chew I prefer. This is like there's resistance, but it melts like a nice steak. Crisp bottom, the dough feels good. It's got a little bit of a QSR flavor. Like it does still taste kind of like commercialized pizza, but the sauce isn't overly sweet. It's seasoned nicely. It's not like got tons of oregano in there. It's nice and balanced. The cheese flavor is nice. The cheese texture is nice. The pepperonis taste perfect. Papa John's wishes that they could do this.
I've never had a QSR pizza that hit me like this sober. It's an S tier pizza. Let's go.
That is an S tier pizza. Unreal. That means that Marco's is the one and only S tier QSR fast food.
So the only thing, like my only criticism for this would have been I would have liked to see the price they paid for each one of these. Because that would also give you like a better idea. Like, okay, it got like a C, but it's like fucking $20. Whereas like, say, for instance, I don't know, but like pretending that, this was the S tier pizza. If this pizza is like freaking $30, well then you're saving yourself $10 for a pizza that's, not the best, but it's decent. Because that's pretty much how you roll when it comes to like fast food. Anything is like you're not going into it expecting the highest quality. You're just trying to get something convenient, trying to get something that's not going to waste your time. You can just get it, you can eat it, you can enjoy it, and that's all you need from it. But that's it for this video. Hey, shout out freaking Joshua Weissman. This is the second video of his that we have reacted to, I believe. Yeah, fantastic video. Make sure you go to his channel, give him a sub, give him a like, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I just realized in the past like 3 videos, I haven't done the jingle. Subscribe to me, subscribe to yourself most importantly. Self-love is important these days. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.